Here we are back in the second game of today's quarterfinal action between Bornhoopers and Goodfellas. Bornhoopers in white, Goodfellas in black. Winner goes on to play in the semis on Saturday.
Right away, the biggest question for Bornhoopers is what they're going to do with 6'11" Jordan Raley, a former D1 guy, played at Washington State. Similar to Sean Price, not afraid to let his spots be known on a basketball court. Can be very entertaining. They're going to him right away.
Over to the corner, looking for three.
Great skip pass there from the low post.
And we do know number 4 in black, Jordan Raley, and number 6 in white, Corey, do have a little bit of motivation to talk between one another. They have a little bit of a history in the round league.
Yes, they are. It is quite the rivalry between those two, as we've seen. It'll be fun to see if they get into it over the course of this game.
And here we have number 17, Nathan Walker, going to the line, trying to complete the and one. Nathan Walker out of Concordia.
Last time we saw these teams meet several months ago, I don't think Goodfellas had their full allotment. They seem to be fully squatted, as the term goes, tonight.
Playing with a good pace here, gets a take into the rim. Nathan Walker gets the board as well. Over to number 3, Taylor Webster. Up and under. A little bit of a float there.
Taylor Webster versus Spencer Bankofer, number 2 in black, is going to be a fun matchup to watch. See guys moving and playing off of Raley, their big man. Just misses from mid-range there.
Here we go. Up and under for number 44.
Andrew Vickers, the rebound there, also gets to tap out. Doing some good work on the glass at both ends of the court. Good extra pass there from Raley.
Corey with the rebound.
He's a one-man fast break.
And we are out in Beaverton for the round league quarterfinals. Doing this on the fly as some players have switched jersey numbers throughout the season.
It is tough. We've talked about how difficult it can be to officiate these round league games. If I will toot our own horn for a minute, Julian, these are hard games to call as well. There's a lot of jersey changing, a lot of on-the-fly stuff you just got to roll with.
Webster over to Tyree Hicks.
It's a 9-0 run for Bornhoopers. Goodfellas badly needing a bucket here.
You might.
Unable to get it to Raley in the post.
Tyree Hicks with 2 in a row there for a quick 5.
Bornhoopers definitely some high flyers.
Oh, good backdoor cut and find from Raley.
You would not know that Bornhoopers is up 11-2 from the discussion after giving up that layup. A little bit of a defensive breakdown. Swat there from Vickers. He's doing a nice job defensively.
Needs Corey at the rim. Webster trying to get through with.
Webster clearly grew up watching some of those old and one mixtape tours.
Tyreek Hicks pulling up from Gresham on that one.
Webster with the saucy assist. He's my saucy player of the night award. Joining Dominique Guy, the only other round league player to win that moniker from me. But Webster's got a lot of sauce to his game.
Yeah. Here's Raley using some of that size.
Maybe these free throws will get him going a little bit. This is not the start that Goodfellas wanted down. Nice job, man. Shout outs again to Kevin Johnson Jr. showing some love to the scores table on his way out. Feeling good about his semifinal appearance.
Here we have Bornhoopers getting into a set. Webster looking to use his speed.
Webster, I've already decided he's the sauciest player out here. That was before I realized he's playing with his earrings in.
How's his first?
If you don't want to be referred to as saucy as a hooper, don't play with your earrings in, you know. Getting down
a jump
and in.
ball there.
Roundly going with the alternating possession arrow as opposed to the NBA rule of the live jump balls.
And I will give a shout out to Webster wearing the NASCAR Paul George 3s.
That's a lot of drip on one player. Good take from Vickers there with the finish off the glass. I like Vickers' game. We've seen him do a little bit of everything. Gets his first bucket there.
And again, in these round league games, the first few minutes are just getting a feel out for the defense, how people are feeling that day, and who's gonna be in rhythm early.
Right, again, important to remember during the first half of these games that there is not a lot of warm-up time being given to these guys.
Here we have a sub for Goodfellas coming in.
Bankafear's going to sit down. Javon Green from Aloha High School Warrior in for Goodfellas off the bench. Helps force the turnover there.
Tyreek Hicks going for the offensive board, just slips through.
Green just in with his first touch, finds Rayleigh in the high post. That's where they like to get him the ball and cut off of him. Seen him get a couple of easy layups that way. It's very pretty basketball.
Good little wheel on that one.
Goodfellas again, the chemistry of a group that has played together before as they're going to come with some more subs here. D'Angelo Davis, Brinson Ennis both in the game for the first time.
And it looks like Goodfellas is going to play a game of numbers by subbing in and keeping people fresh as Tyree Hicks can't get it to fall.
Yeah, Rayleigh, the only starter in the game right now at 6'11". Be interesting to see when they try to buy him some rest or if they'll just keep him out there, especially down 6 early.
Nathan Walker tees one up.
I like
Halfway
Walker's
down.
game as well. He plays bigger than his height. He's given up a lot of inches to Rayleigh in the post. Good find from Green there. They got to play through Rayleigh. Oh. Good poke there from Corey. Hopefully we can get a breakaway for Corey. Probably the best dunker in the round league. Debatable for sure.
Illegal screen there, number 44, Alex Buffon. I will say number 44 for Bornhoopers is listed at 5'9". I don't believe that's correct.
That is he's got to be the only person with a height that much shorter than what it clearly actually is.
Up and under from Brenton Ennis.
Ennis another bull in the low post. That's quite the front court between him and Rayleigh, who again is very comfortable making his communication known.
Picks up a foul.
Goodfellas now on a 7-0 run since it was 14-3. Tensions from both teams very high. A lot of back and forth arguing. A lot of infighting already.
A lot of energy for a Monday night in Beaverton.
Mondays are for the round league in Beaverton. The real ones know.
Here we go. We have
Bornhoopers.
Bornhoopers.
Get Rayleigh a post up. Spends a lot of time out beyond the arc, but will get in the post later in the possession. Nice bucket there from Davis.
Tyree Kicks finding his way into, working inside out to Webster. A nice shot from Milwaukee. Right at the volleyball line.
For all that flair to his game, Webster, a very fundamentally sound jump shot, or a jump shot rather. You love to see it. You do not see a lot of jump stops at the Round League. I certainly clamor for them. He wants to take off. A little out of control there, but anytime Corey's got the ball, he's trying to rip the rim off.
Trying to take advantage of some numbers there.
Goodfellas getting a lot more guys involved offensively. Andrew Paniaggi, former Lewis and Clark pioneer, with his first bucket. He's got a very pretty looking stroke.
Calling an offensive on Corey out of University of Portland.
Absolute high flyer. He and Davis getting into it a little bit. Davis drew that offensive foul on the hook. Here's a touch for Rayleigh in the post. He's an excellent passer from the low post, almost a little too unselfish. Go ahead and go to work. Quit waiting for a cutter, yeah. Fair enough. Rayleigh calling timeout for Bornhoopers. Goodfellas is shaking up the tough start.
And here we are back as tensions are starting to rise as a few Bornhoopers players made their way through the Goodfellas huddle at that timeout there. You can see it's going to be tense moving forward.
It is worth, if you are in the area, it is worth it to come out and catch these Round League playoff games in person, because some of the back and forth during timeouts is as entertaining as the action on the court. As the intensity continues to ride. Goodfellas a 1-point lead right now. Sub for Bornhoopers here.
We have Ahmad Kempster coming in for Tyree Hicks.
Rayleigh dared him to shoot that one. But he has no problem showing a little disrespect if he doesn't think you can knock down the open jump shot. He will let you know.
Rayleigh trying to get some space in the key there. Starting up top.
Really does embrace the role as like the point center. Catches the ball at the top of the key a lot and looks to find open cutters. A very complete game at nearly 7 feet tall. Goes at his own pace. It's not sped up by the intensity.
He's open.
Nice little roll to the rim.
Up and through. Marky Adams picks up the foul there.
Yeah, Adams did what he could sliding over and contesting, but nice pick and roll. They drew Walker way away from Rayleigh, and he's the only one even close to matching Rayleigh's size for Bornhoopers.
Little miscommunication there is one shot trying to complete the and one here.
Shot from Rayleigh did go, so only one shot here. He did not. The officials, again, have an incredibly difficult job out here. Missed it anyways. Walker with the rebound.
Marky Adams left wide open. Gets a 3 to go.
I don't know if that's Rayleigh's man or if that's a team-wide decision they're letting him shoot, but they have really dared him.
Yeah.
Giving him kind of the Sam Whiteley treatment from 3. Go ahead and try it if you want to. Make some pay on the second one, though.
Walker with the rebound. Pushing in pace. Corti from the elbow. Extended wing.
Corey, we do apologize if we are saying your last name incorrectly, but I hope you can understand it is challenging at first glance. Brinson Ennis, another load in the painted area.
Yeah, definitely.
Brinson told me before the game, stay away from the funny stuff. All respect.
Here we are halfway through the first. 22-20. Can't get that one to fall. Second attempt for Brinson. Gets it to fall. Brings it to a 1-point game. Again, Bornhoopers in white, Goodfellas in black. Same spot.
Yeah, I think it may be a combination of Darren Adams to shoot a little bit and also big Jordan Rayleigh not really having a lot of desire to guard someone that far past the three-point line. Miscommunication there and a turnover.
Rayleigh being a little too unselfish there, trying to hit green on the.
Yes, if I was Rayleigh's teammate, I would tell him, you don't have to look for me so much. You can look for your own shot a little more, big fella.
Foul on the ground. Aggressive drive. Corey T.
Corey T. We'll go with that. I like that. It has a nice ring to it.
For a second, I thought we were going to see an inbounds play there, but it was just good patience.
Yeah, some groups in the round league decide to get a little more action out of their OB plays than others.
And there, if you have it on your bingo card, we have a rare 3 in the key.
3 in the key. In my days as a JV coach, that was my most requested call. It was not answered very often.
I'm not sure if the camera picked it up, but Brinson Ennis was trying to send a message to his father through the camera there in between play.
Interesting call there as they did go that time, Goodfellas, with just a straight clear out in the post for Rayleigh, and they called him for lowering the shoulder. Walker is doing a really good job defensively against a much bigger guy. See if he cans this 3. Doesn't go for it. It's the easiest steal Green will ever get.
A little bit of a discombobulated flow going on here between.
Still 7 minutes left in the first half, and Goodfellas in the 1-1 already.
Rayleigh at the line looking to tie it.
And if I'm not mistaken, there's some members of defending champion in memory of Eddie Barnett Jr. in attendance doing a little scouting. You love to see it.
Yep. And this is day 1 of the men's quarterfinals here at the Round League in Beaverton. Other portion of the quarterfinals happening on Wednesday.
Right here at Round League headquarters here in beautiful Beaverton, Oregon. Adams again. He's got a lot of drip, Julian.
Little soft.
We've said it already, it's worth saying again.
Rayleigh stepping in.
He's certainly capable of making that shot, but if you're Bornhoopers, that's the one you prefer him taking than one in a little closer to the rim.
Ahmad Kempster finds Corey for the layup.
Rayleigh running the point this trip, walking the ball up the floor.
Good bump fade, gets the touch there.
D'Angelo Davis saying he got the end one. That was a beautiful little one-footed fall away. High degree of difficulty there. Good ball movement.
Kempster for three, gets it to fall.
A little bit of an unorthodox stroke, but what it looks like when it does that, you can shoot it however you want to.
Bornhoopers up 5 over Goodfellas with 5.5 minutes remaining here.
Davis in his bag. He's got the last 2 buckets for Goodfellas. Seeing both teams making a lot of shots right now. This is very pretty offensive basketball.
Walker gets to the line.
Huh? No, you guys are away.
Walker looking to convert both free throws here.
Give Walker a lot of credit. Looks to be 6'3", maybe 6'4", has been matched up pretty much the whole game against a 6'11" guy and has held him in check. Has helped his team at both ends. Spencer Bankafear back in, former Grant High School general. Played at Clackamas Community College.
A little bit of hot potato there to get the rebound.
This was
and off his foot.
One of the matchups to watch we talked about before the game was Webster against Bankafear. Webster has definitely had the upper hand in this first half.
Tyree Hicks gets it to fall there.
He's a fun player to watch.
15.
Tyree Hicks has been the focal point of this offense for Bornhoopers. Can't get the free throw to fall.
Nice rebound there from Vickers. Big three.
Gets that to fall.
Goodfellas needed that, had fallen into a bit of a drought. That was Connor Laverty.
Redeemed himself after the foul. Tyree Hicks gets by again.
He's pretty much unguardable at times. Going coast to coast for another layup. That's the second offensive foul they've given to Rayleigh. Hicks is making the motion. He wants the ball again.
Sometimes the difficulty of being so much larger than everyone on the court.
Yeah, he's ran into that problem a few times in this first half. There he dares this man to shoot from three again and can't make him pay. That's the shot that Bornhoopers does not want Rayleigh taking. They'll be fine with him stepping out and shooting threes all night.
Webster with the 360 pivot. Got a little bit of ball movement.
There he knocks one down. He can certainly get hot from out there as well.
Tyreek Hicks finding himself in a favorable matchup from what he's put on so far. Ooh.
Nice bucket from Corey T. He gave a quick look over at the scores table after that one dropped. Timeout for Goodfellas.
36-34. Bornhoopers up 2. Tuning back into the last 2 minutes of the first half of the second game of our quarterfinals doubleheader here. We have Bornhoopers versus Goodfellas. Bornhoopers in white, Goodfellas in black.
Once again, Rayleigh starting to defer less, putting his guys on his back a little bit. Scores again in the low post. Vickers with the chase down block. That dude's a playmaker. There's a lot of exciting things defensively.
Looking to get some ball action early. Over to the
fire for Vickers there. Laverty just a bit short.
Oh, we got a tip.
Nathan Walker, again, just got a fingertip on that banker for 3, forced the air ball. Credit him with the block shot there.
Tyreek Hicks. The pace has picked up quite dramatically since the time up here. Rayleigh steps in from the volleyball line.
Okay. I said Bornhoopers would prefer to have Rayleigh shooting deep threes than scoring in the low post, but if he keeps making them, I'm going to have to walk that back. That's been a battle. Walker versus Rayleigh. Those two are going at it.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of the term, but Walker has been getting crafty in the size mismatch.
It's become kind of an overused term, but it does apply, I think, fairly to Walker in his game. He's asking for help from the officials. Has drawn 2 offensive fouls already. Great find from Rayleigh.
You know, Corey's going to push pace.
Uh-oh. We told you he had ups like that.
Corey is saying that the air up there is a little bit cooler for the bang out. And here we have a 1-point game going into back in the second half of our quarterfinals between Bornhoopers and Goodfellas. Goodfellas in black, Bornhoopers in white. Pretty energetic first half, I would say, Sam.
Yeah, very, very evenly matched game, high intensity, everything you love to see and expect to see at the Round League postseason.
If you haven't yet, folks watching at home, make sure to grab some snacks, some popcorn, because it's going to get interesting in the second half.
We're only just getting started. This is going to be a war of the second half. I'm very confident.
Picking up an early foul, playing with a little bit more intensity. Players are warmed up here. We are seeing Goodfellas starting out with Jordan Rayleigh on the bench.
Yeah, he did play that entire first half and was starting to get up and down a little bit slower towards the end. There's Hicks with the step back. He has got a nice step back, but again, Like I was saying about Rayleigh in the first half, I think that Goodfellas would prefer Hicks take that step back three rather than drive and try to get to the basket. He has finished at the rim very well tonight.
Bornhoopers picking up fouls early, which might pay dividends later.
Yeah, it was Goodfellas who got in the bonus early in the first half. Bornhoopers already drawn a couple quick whistles, though.
Ooh, Webster in rhythm through the corner. Top of the backboard.
Not surprised to see Webster try kind of a Kobe-esque one-footed three-point fadeaway. There's that man Walker again with the block shot, forcing the jump ball against somebody bigger than him in the low post.
Yeah.
Deserves a lot of credit.
Walker definitely filling the stat sheet on all ends tonight.
Nice little teardrop from Spencer Bankifer, giving one back to Webster, who's trying to do a little too much, at least early in this second half. Bankifer again.
Both teams trying to get back into rhythm here. We have a 1-point game.
Hicks with the blow by. That's going to be tough for Bankifer to stay in front of him.
Bornhoopers. Good game.
Good job.
Goodfellas running a little bit of motion here to get a good look. Doesn't quite pay off.
There's Vickers, though. Hasn't scored a ton, but we've seen him rebound. We've seen him get his hand on some deflections defensively. Didn't get the call he wanted there.
A couple jump balls early here.
We played about 4 minutes here in this second half. It'll be interesting to see how long of a rest that Goodfellas gives Jordan Rayleigh. Adams just short there.
Not afraid to shoot the ball, though. He's had a few good looks.
Rayleigh on his feet. I think he's going to be checking back in at the next dead ball.
Ennis squares it up. And an inadvertent tip where I think Adams might have put that one in.
A fortunate tip in there. Walker spinning back to his left shoulder, drawing the foul.
Catches an elbow to the head. A little bit of strategy coming from Bornhoopers.
Corey T doing some coaching.
Trying to get Goodfellas in foul trouble early.
Goodfellas with already 4 team fouls. Yeah, we're barely 5 minutes into this. Into the second half. One more for Walker. Paniaci out of Lewis and Clark grabbing that rebound there.
Oh. Ahmad Kempster picks up the steal on a broken play.
Rayleigh back in the game now, moving a little quicker than he was at the end of that first half. Wants it in the post against Walker.
Finds the cutter and one.
It was a great job of waiting for the double and knowing where the cutter would be. Great job moving without the ball by D'Angelo Davis. As much as I encourage Rayleigh to look for his own shot around the rim, he does a great job of finding open cutters.
Completes the and one. Tyreek Hicks, spin of force.
Walker's been in the key a while, getting away with it.
Good ball movement. As we touched in the first half, we had a rare offensive 3 in the key, and I will say Rayleigh might have been in the key there for about 8 seconds.
Yes.
No one was looking. That's the tough thing with those calls.
Definitely the easiest call to overlook.
Goodfellas is running some nice off-ball action, some screens, making it a little bit harder to sit down on the big man down low.
Rayleigh with the baby hook off the glass. It's very tough to guard, especially when you're trying to do it against someone taller than you. Pretty little step back from Corey T. Unkind bounce, though.
Finds a back cut. Big three. Can't get it to fall.
Will point out there are 2 number 13s for Goodfellas listed on the roster. So I apologize if I have mixed them up at any point in this game. Pull up
transition three, big if it falls.
That was some of the most beautiful backspin rotation on a jumper I've seen all night. Connor Laverty
in
with
rhythm.
at least his second three.
Puts Goodfellas up 6.
I believe that's Goodfellas' largest lead of the game. That's 3 on Rayleigh. You get 6 fouls, right? 6 personals in the round league.
Yep.
So 1 more and he'll have to really be careful.
And none other than Walker back at the line. Again, just kind of checking all the boxes, filling in his role.
Corey T coming over to the table to confirm, in fact, that is 3 fouls on Jordan Rayleigh. They'd love to put another one on him quickly. 1 number 13 replacing another for Goodfellas.
Yeah, definitely a higher IQ move with 17 minutes left, trying to understand the fouls amongst teams and where to get to one-on-one to be more aggressive as time dwindles down.
Walker with a free throw he would like to forget as soon as he can.
Going inside out here. Leaves him on an island, no help side. Tough spot to be.
Walker able to win the battle there. He hasn't won a ton of them one-on-one like that, but forced the miss, grabbed the rebound. Rayleigh pleading his case that Walker was moving him a little bit. I don't know how at 6'9", 270 or so you're getting moved by a guy 6'3", but that's what he's claiming.
Vickers meets high flyer Corey T for the block.
Caleb Tompkins on that miss from the corner.
Walker stepping in. Webster gone a little bit quiet since the start of the first half. Looking to get it going here.
He's asking for the clear out. See the handles on display. Good defense by Tompkins.
Ahmad Kempler from
He's hit a couple of those unorthodox lefty threes. That one makes it a 2-point game.
Sam, do you know if PBC is Portland Bible College?
Yes, Portland Bible College.
Ahmad Kempster. We got a trip to the line for Rayleigh to get his touchback. A lot of foul talk going on this game.
Monitoring closely the foul trouble of both Walker and Jordan Rayleigh.
Our first technical of the day.
Is it technical?
Bornhoopers meeting at midcourt following what is surprisingly, I'll say, our first technical of the day.
On number 17, Nathan Walker, who I haven't seen say much.
Walker's had a tough job battling with Rayleigh all night. Understand him getting frustrated. Not sure that I agree with him. Thought that call was warranted.
I was getting all the free throws on the island.
Ray, I wouldn't want to be the one to walk up to Rayleigh and say, I'm going to go ahead and shoot these, you're good. Although
I think I heard a few people whisper "ball don't lie."
also maybe one of the first ball don't lies we've heard tonight as well. Also a bit of an upset that it took the second half of game 2.
Goodfellas with multiple players with 3 fouls. Dangerous zone to be in.
Rayleigh and Walker laughing it off as D'Angelo Davis goes right back to Rayleigh in the post. Walker trying to sell a call, gives up the layup.
Goodfellas up 6 here. Number 4, Rayleigh's got 22.
Webster with a silky behind the back pass there.
Corey T with the long 3. Trying to get it going again.
Another guy who does most of his damage in the low post, but certainly can step out and hit threes too. It's been an incredible game. I think the largest lead for either team's been about 6 points.
Good contest up top, but
Rayleigh's so tall, he's able to just throw it up off the glass and grab his own miss and be in a spot for an easy layup.
Webster to Kempster. Doesn't quite set his feet.
Just a quick shuffle of the pivot foot. Brinson Ennis going to give Rayleigh another rest. Steps out with Goodfellas up 5. We'll see how, I'm guessing this will be a quick one for him.
Bornhoopers picks up the ball. Webster looking to get it going.
He loves to throw it between his legs. That really wasn't all that necessary or helpful, frankly, that time, but it is saucy to see.
Wide open layup. Can't get it to go.
Make or miss, he's got an icy game.
Webster in the corner.
Still looked icy.
Mod Kempster with the over the back. Nathan Walker subbing out. Coming in, number 44, Alex Bounef.
With Rayleigh on the bench, yeah, if I'm Walker, I'd be ready for a breather myself.
And again, Bornhoopers just looking to get someone to get it going for them.
Ennis trying to do a little too much in the low post.
Goodfellas here in black, Bornhoopers in whites. 5-point game. Goodfellas in the lead.
Good take from Corey T there. Drew a lot of contact. And the talking is starting to heat up. Brinson Ennis not making any friends.
Corey at the line. Like we said, it is getting chippy. It's still a close game here.
The chippiness hasn't quite compared to game 1 yet, but I think with this one, it's going to be a lot closer in crunch time. It'll continue to pick up. We've already seen a tag. Both Walker and Rayleigh on the bench right now. As soon as they get back in, it'll rise considerably.
I will say it is seeming to be respectful chippiness here so far.
So far being the operative word with a good 10 minutes left on the clock still. Ennis wants it in the post against Hicks.
Brenson redeemed himself for the foul earlier.
Getting a piece of barbecue chicken himself there. We talked about Kevin Johnson Jr. in game 1. Brinson a similar low post bag. Players perhaps forgetting in the moment that the clock does continue to run as they argue between these free throws. Big make there.
Fall.
The crooked rim doesn't seem to have been as much of a factor in game 2. but I think it helped Gabe Brinson a nice bounce there.
Calling that one on the ground. Looks like we're
Webster.
asking for a challenge that does not exist.
Yes, while we are filming this, replay is not currently available. I will say I do think he had a point there.
But it is a 1-1.
Still going to give him the 1-1. So
as you said, a lot of time running off the clock.
right,
here.
this is key right now. These discussions between free throws are a big benefit to Goodfellas, rather, at the moment, being up 7.
Webster gets the first one to fall, and ball does not lie. Maybe this is good for Webster to get his touchback at the line. 2 solid connects.
Those were big free throws from Webster. Goodfellas did have their largest lead of the game before that at 7 after the Enisan one.
Calling a foul. Ahmad Kempster.
That was a bit on the less physical side compared to some of the foul calls we've seen.
Up. Goodfellas up 5 here. Ooh, little fake. Can't get it to go.
It's almost a very nice unorthodox finish there. Good board in the corner for Corey.
Trying to get out of the corner.
Here's one. Oh my! Vickers making another big play defensively. That's not his first block shot. It's getting lit, Julian.
Bornhoopers finally starting to heat up after kind of a quiet start to the second half. 2-point game with 7 minutes remaining.
Vickers with the drawn foul after getting that block shot at the other end.
It's going to be a game of free throws here.
I'll say I'm surprised that Rayleigh is still on the bench. We are getting down to winning time here. Sure, he'll be back in the next minute or two, unless he turned an ankle or something like that.
Loading the box to get a rebound here.
Drives me crazy at times not to see all 4 spots filled during a free throw.
Tyree Hicks finds
For the
trail.
lead.
Webster can't get it to fall. Ahmad Kempster with another over-the-back foul.
Kempster has been the victim of some of the less physical foul calls throughout this game. Looks like that puts Goodfellas in the bonus, so both teams shooting 1-1 the rest of the way.
5:50 remaining here.
Again, Jordan Rayleigh, 6'11", kind of the focal point of Goodfellas offense, remaining on the bench. They're holding on to this lead without him as Green hits the front end.
Gets it to fall to extend the lead to 3 here with 5 minutes remaining.
They'll get Walker back in the game. Green's got one more free throw.
Bornhoopers crawling their way back into this game after being down early.
Hicks trying to do a little too much on his own there. It was a really difficult shot early in the possession.
Risking a foul in the backcourt as well.
Again, there's no shot clock tonight, but these guys aren't acting like it. They are playing in a hurry.
Hand down, man down. Can't get it to fall. Walker back in the game.
You're fine.
Calling an offensive.
Difficult call to make. No easy answer there.
Calling use of the arm. 4-point game with 4 minutes remaining.
player control foul, of course, so no 1-and-1 here. But Goodfellas, the ball back up 4, maybe trying to slow things down just a little bit.
I can't tell if Webster for Bornhoopers number 3. Ooh, good take to the basket. One and one over here.
Paniaci called for the blocking foul, tried to steal a charge when Corey Keys back was to him, rushing back on offense. Oh, that's not where they called the foul.
I think the foul might have been on Green, trying to sneak a steal. It's 1 to fall. 3-point game.
So Rayleigh back in there for
Goodfellas.
Walker's in for Bornhoopers. We're officially in the closing moments of this one.
Free throws starting to be critical here. 3-point game. Once again, Goodfellas in black, Bornhoopers in white.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Head to head.
Once again, Rayleigh maybe being punished a bit for being the biggest, strongest guy on the court. Yeah, of his 3 offensive fouls, I think that was probably the least legitimate of the 3.
We'll see here if Bornhoopers can capitalize on this possession to get back into the game. Walker with a board.
Another O board for Walker. Can Hicks tie it? Not that time. Vickers with a big rebound for Goodfellas.
Sends him to the line. 1 and 1.
Remember, it will go to stop clock in these last 2 minutes. So the clock will not continue to run during free throws, and the players can discuss their objections at their leisure.
Like I said, game of free throws here.
That wasn't a shooting foul, so apparently Goodfellas now in the double bonus. Misses both of them, and again, I have to bring it back to the crooked rim a little bit, Julian. Those look like really nice strokes.
Met him at the rim.
The way.
Hey, Rich, man, who are these refs, man?
Is that their first timeout?
I haven't called a timeout. So
And we're back after a challenged foul.
An unsuccessful challenge.
Ref saying
However,
there's no undisputable evidence to overturn the call.
Corey T, though, does miss the first of two, which leads to a good foul cheer from the Goodfellas bench.
0 for 2 for Corey T. We might be in audio only for a second as we bring back up the stream. Again, 3-point game with a minute and a half to remain. And you can only imagine all goes through Rayleigh.
Yeah, Rayleigh very happy to be unselfish, but in the last 2 minutes in a one-score game, we may be just audio at the moment, Julian.
Yeah, we are NPR of the Round League. Walker with a big three.
Steps out, hits a triple. After doing most, that's just got to be his first three. He's done most of his damage down low.
61-64 with a minute 10 remaining. 62-64, so we get a correction on the scoreboard.
Webster flopping there, trying to sell a moving screen on Rayleigh, who did not appreciate the insinuation. Walker's going to give a foul on Rayleigh.
Yeah, and with no shot clock. Here, Goodfellas trying to wind down the clock. Back at the line.
You want to go buy it?
Discussions concerning a replacement shot clock, which you can buy for an affordable price on Amazon, apparently.
I don't know if Prime Day delivers this night, but Rayleigh cannot deliver at the free throw line.
No, yeah, he'll. If Goodfellas is not able to pull this out, he'll be lamenting the missed free throws. Whoever loses this game is going to be mad about all the missed free throws.
Gets the important one to fall. 3-point game. We have Goodfellas 65, Bornhoopers 62.
Walker's good. Oh. Goodfellas overplaying in their no threes defense. Walker got one off, though.
Gets the foul. We'll say Bornhoopers burned a lot of time there looking for a shot when they could have taken a few open layups.
Yeah, I think there's enough time left. They could have taken a... Looks like the Round League is continuing to film this from their Instagram account. So jump on there. Oh, we're back.
We're double live. You can go over to Instagram if you like to watch in vertical while laying in bed, or go over to the YouTube to watch the live stream. Gets it to fall. White takes a timeout, 62-67.
Good free throws from Vickers there. He's played a great game. Shout out.
And here we're back, 33 seconds remaining. Again, Bornhoopers and White down 5.
Got to get a bucket here. Looks like they're going to go to Hicks for it. Little pick and pop with Walker.
Oh, and a tough shot.
Could have been an and one.
2-point game.
Hicks has had a hell of a game. He's made a lot of difficult shots. That might be the...
Yeah. Little discrepancy on the scoreboard here. Shout out to Seth Allen for tuning in over here, letting us know.
Seen some great basketball. As the controversy about what the score is reaches a fever point.
Yeah. And here we are, Bornhoopers down 2 to Goodfellas. Goodfellas at the line for double bonus. Big free throws with 23 seconds remaining in the quarterfinals of the Round League game today.
And again, both teams have missed a lot of free throws down the stretch. So Goodfellas has left this door open, especially after that Hicks 3. What a shot that was.
Yeah. With contact.
Again, yeah, I thought they could have given him a 4-point play. Jordan Rayleigh's reaction would not have been fun had they blown a whistle.
Gets the first to fall. Can't get the second. 3-point game here. 20 seconds.
You don't have to get a 3 here, but Hicks wants it. See if
Rayleigh with the board. Oh, and the leak out.
Can Davis game it? Still about 8 seconds.
Meets him at the rim. And I think there we have it, game. We have Goodfellas winning 69-65 to move on to the semifinals.